That's a spicy Latino.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Bodega Dollz.
Bodega Dollz.
Bodega Dollz. I love the name.
Love.
It just has a ring to it.
It really does.
Right?
Guess what? It makes me want to get like a nice salty chip.
With a quart of water.
A little quarter one and an hour later.
It sounds more us.
It is more us. It is.
It's a little like Bodega Boys, but like funny.
Ooh, we're coming for you.
Shade.
Yeah, we're just, trying something new. Do something new.
Oh,
What did that bitch say?
Find something new.
Find something new.
.org.
Yeah, Ivanka Trump. Try something new.
Girl.
I can't.
Anyway. Another episode.
Yeah, yeah. In about 5 minutes. Yeah.
But somehow we'll get back there because today we're talking about attachment styles.
Yes.
Attachment styles are it's not a philosophy. I guess it's sort of like a social
relationship
social experiment.
Yeah.
So what attachment style is, it's their character traits that are developed as a child that some say determine how you attach to others as an adult. And they say depending on how you attach to others during childhood, it determines strongly how you attach to others as an adult, it affects all relationships, but definitely especially romantic relationships. I guess that's where you can really see.
Right. It's kind of how you interact, basically, and how you interact emotionally and how you react.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a lot about reaction.
It's about emotional intelligence and communication, I think.
Right. And also like kind of figuring out your shit.
Yeah, because so there are 4 attachment styles.
Right.
And people can be a combination of more than one. And I think people can change over time also.
Absolutely.
Once you know
it's
your
a growth thing.
Attachment style, it sort of helps you navigate the way you operate and how to sort of untangle.
Not entanglement. Not
entanglement. How to untangle what you've been conditioned to how you've been conditioned to feel and how you expect others to treat you.
Right.
So the 4 different attachment styles are one, which is secure, which is also called autonomous.
I love it.
Which is it's a healthy attachment style that you give and receive love easily. You're low maintenance.
Okay.
You're attracted to people who reciprocate the love that you give.
Okay.
Not attracted to like drama and dysfunction.
I'm the first one.
People who are a secure attachment style are looking for stability in partners. Okay. They have high self-esteem.
Okay.
And they can bond with others without being dependent on them.
Okay.
And they are 50% of the population allegedly.
Okay. Good. That's good to hear.
The other is anxious, preoccupied.
Right. I feel the other 50%.
Right. They don't avoid things.
Right.
But are high on anxiety.
Edgy.
They crave closeness and intimacy.
Yeah.
They are.
Are they defined by it?
They're very insecure with their relationship.
Okay.
Like they're constantly worrying about if the partner doesn't love them enough.
Like, what are you thinking? Like the worst question of my whole existence in relations. Like, what are you thinking? What do you want? What do you want to do? I can't.
And they're sort of defined by their partner's, affection towards them. Like if their partner was to say not want to be with them, it would crush their world. Like that's their worst case scenario. Like they're like anxious that their partner may leave them.
Oh my God.
So they're like,
ooh, that's on the edge.
They find it difficult to trust or depend on their partners.
So whatever the partner's feeling, they're gonna feel. Whatever, if they're they're empaths, relationship empaths.
Well, empaths are more like you're feeling something that's real from another person.
Right.
I don't think this is real.
No,
I think
they
like can make things up in their mind. They're afraid that they're going to be abandoned.
Okay.
They are. They have this uncontrollable need for like, and it shows in how they need to be attached to their partner. They need to be
joined at the hip.
And they need their partner to validate their love.
Gotcha.
Like they're like, if you're not showing me you love me, I feel like it makes me nervous because like maybe you don't love me anymore. Maybe you're not attracted to me anymore.
Oh my God, Valentine's Day must fucking be terrible for them. Right?
Girl.
It's like, I didn't get a fucking chocolate or something insane.
Oh,
they might like lose their shit.
They need to quail.
It might be like Michael Douglas in like, what's that movie, Fallout, where it's like, this hamburger does not look like the picture.
Oh my God, my brother did that at Taco Bell. Minus the gun.
You know, like insane. You know, like high intense. It sounds intense to me.
Right.
A lot of pressure too.
Yeah, I mean, another one is avoidant. And avoidant is sort of, they're not really anxious, but they are uncomfortable with closeness.
Okay.
They value independence and freedom.
Okay.
They're not worried about their partner's feelings towards them at all. They're
very chill, these people.
Blasé, I would say.
Right.
Blasé may be the word. Like, let's say this is a quote. I am uncomfortable being close to others. I find it difficult to trust and depend on others and prefer that others do not depend on me. It is very important that I feel independent and self-sufficient. My partner wants me to be more intimate than I am comfortable being.
Right.
This is sort of an example of an avoidant person.
Okay. You know what? I feel like I'm 1, 2, and a little bit of 4.
Well, we didn't get to 4 yet.
Oh, I thought that was 4. Shit, okay.
The other one is dismissive avoidant.
Oh.
And dismissive is also synonymous with like unresolved issues, disorganized emotions. Sort of like they're emotionally distant. They reject intimate relationships.
Okay. Ooh.
They keep partners at like an arm's length.
So this person has been through some shit.
Right.
And they're carrying their previous relationships in every relationship.
Yeah. And if a partner wants to be like more close, or if they find that their partner becomes needy, they're like, it turns them
too
off.
much for them.
They're like off.
I can't. Right.
They think they actually attach intimacy with losing their freedom.
Oh. Ooh.
So like if they're afraid, I mean, I feel like I've dated guys like this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
I think I've done that too.
Yeah, like when you're with someone and then they start, you notice that their feelings are growing. You suddenly are like, ew.
Detaching.
Like, relax.
Yeah.
Settle down.
Right.
They don't want anyone to depend on you.
Yes.
Like,
yes. It's too much for them.
It's too much.
It's just overwhelming.
They're just not into
They're
it.
just
but
not that
at the
into
same
you.
time, they do want someone there at the same time,
right, but not there.
Right. Like right here.
Yeah, just you're here. I'm here.
I'm here.
Yeah. Don't go here.
Yeah, but don't leave either.
Yeah, don't leave. You can stay.
No, you better stay.
I did get us some Chinese food, but I would like you to leave after.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then come back at.
Yeah, and then you can come up tomorrow for lunch.
Yeah,
at 2.
Right.
If it's 3, I can't.
Yeah. Detached, dismissive. So those are the 4 attachment styles. There's also one which I also feel I was in once in my life, anxious and avoidant, which is a combination of 2.
Whew, that sounds intense too.
That is, they are high on avoidance and anxiety. They're uncomfortable with intimacy. They're worried about their partner's commitment and
Jesus.
love. You know, an example, I am uncomfortable getting close to others and find it difficult to trust and depend on them. I worry I will be hurt if I get closer to my partner. Okay. It's like when you are falling in love with someone, right, and it scares the shit out of you. Okay.
Also, maybe is it this seems like somebody that dealt with in their previous relationships within their family or romantic relationships, like maybe an abandonment of a parent or a terrible breakup, something.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're carrying this.
Yeah, they carry it. They're not dealing with it. They're not facing it.
No,
they're just like...
They're like, nope, bitch.
They think that that's how life is.
Yeah.
And so they expect certain things from their partners. They depend on their partners to validate them. You know what I mean? Like,
ooh, that's how it works.
And then they get, you know, anxious about it. And then
right.
also, if there's like drama, they'll sort of like then be avoidant as well.
Okay. Whew, that one sounds exhausting.
Girl. Well, you and I took the test.
Yes, we took a test. I'm negative.
I forgot our results already. We should get our results.
Oh, right.
Oh, you have your results.
Oh, yes.
You were the fearful one. I was the secure one. There was a mix of other ones too.
Yeah. I have. We'll post our results.
We'll
post our results. I honestly feel like some of it I didn't understand the true falseness of it because I am not someone that's insecure in their relationship.
I don't think fearful is insecure.
Yeah, I'm not and I'm not fearful of someone break up. I'm like, I love when people break up with me. Like, I'm cool.
I don't know about that.
No, like honestly, like. I think now, before I just had so many attachments with other people that now it'd be like, of course, heartbreak is heartbreak. But like I said to you, like if you told me, girl, that sucks, you want to go to Costa Rica? And I'm like, totes. You know, like I think I wouldn't like but also it goes with growth. You know, like 21-year-old me is one bitch. And then there's, you know, me now.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Well, how do I get to this? So Ava and I took the attachment style quiz.
Attachment style.
So check that out and we'll be right back. We're about to take the attachment style quiz. If you want to take the quiz along with us while we do it, the link is down below. Mm-hmm. Click it and get your phones out and let's
do it.
Let's get going.
Okay.
I can be very emotionally present with others, friends, family, partners, strangers, but it takes me a while to build trust and share vulnerable things about myself.
True. For me.
It takes me a while to build trust.
Yeah.
But I can quickly share vulnerable things about myself in a way.
I could.
I'm like a mix.
Yeah, it really depends if the person's like opening up to me and that where I would share my tea. You know what I mean? So I guess is that true?
I'm gonna say false for me because I feel like I give trust too quickly.
Yeah, I guess I'm the same way.
Don't copy me. This is gonna take a long time because we're Libras and we are really hard at making decisions. So
yeah, get a sandwich. I'm gonna say true.
Okay, next question.
Next, I often put other people in my life on a big pedestal: partner, family, friends. I do. I do.
I'm gonna say false for me. I feel naturally comfortable and safe expressing my feelings and needs to loved ones.
Nope. False.
I think I do.
Yeah, you do. I don't.
I'm very clear.
It takes me a while to get there.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel very upset when others infringe on my need for space and time alone. Yeah, true.
Very upset though, that's a bit much for me.
You know what? I need space.
I am willing to work through challenges in a relationship before suddenly trying to leave the relationship itself.
Oh.
If you're not in a relationship, think of how you would handle conflicts in a partnership.
This is new for you.
I used to do that.
Yeah, you're different.
Yeah,
things have changed.
Yeah.
I tend to be out of touch with emotions quite frequently.
Out of touch? No.
I'm not.
I am very attuned to others' needs and often put them before my own and resent it later.
Yes. True.
Not me.
Yeah.
You're famous. I mean, you own that.
Yeah, I
That is you probably like...
I do that and I'm like, why the fuck did I just do that? I'm always like...
Right.
And then but I learn from it. Then I stop myself in the future. I constantly want to be emotionally closer to my partner. This can also apply to my close friends, and romantic interests.
Correct.
Yeah.
I am effective at compromising and communicating.
Not always.
The new me, yes, I am.
That's something I always work on.
Yeah, you have to work on it.
I always work on it. So, false. It is very difficult for me to set boundaries unless I am angry. Ooh. I can sometimes set excessive boundaries and push people away dramatically out of fear. Ooh.
That sounds like pointed.
It is pointed. They said, and Ava knew me.
Spicy Latina.
Yeah, ooh. Yeah, right? This is pointed.
I definitely set better boundaries when I'm angry. You know, Libras, we keep all the evidence.
Oh,
so like then when I'm angry, I'm like, oh, see all this evidence? I do a PowerPoint presentation where I'm like,
always.
Want to see what my boundaries are? Here
Yeah.
they are. Exhibit A. When you did this on October 12th, 1986.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
No, we be very good detectives.
So I'm better setting boundaries when I'm angry. I'm gonna say that I can push people away dramatically out of anger, because when I am upset, I do tell my man, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
We need to talk about this like next week.
No, yeah. Well,
I push people away too dramatically out of anger.
yeah, I guess I do. True. If I notice my partner showing any signs of coldness, I panic and want to get closer as quickly as possible. This often happens to me in friendships as well.
I mean, I do panic, but I don't know about getting closer. I start
distant.
stalking.
I get distant.
I start stalking.
See, I just cheat on them.
I will hire a private detective and be like, why is this motherfucker being moody?
I'm gonna say false.
Get closer as quickly
I
as
don't panic.
possible. I don't panic. Panic is a little dramatic.
I don't like that word.
It is not uncommon for me to experience inward emotional turbulence throughout the duration of my romantic relationship. This applies to close family members as well.
Girl. Yeah, I honestly, I'm a definition of inward turbulence.
Right.
That's true for me. I often feel very hot and very cold towards my partner or family members. I tend to operate in extremes in how I relate to others. Ooh.
I mean, when I'm hot.
Yeah.
But when I'm not.
Are you spicy hot or are you...
I'm like Claw Daddy level 3 hot.
I think I'm pretty consistent. I'm not hot or cold. I'm just like...
No, I'm same old.
I'm lukewarm.
Because this is in general.
Yeah, I don't do that, no.
I know that I am worthy of a healthy, happy relationship.
Oh, yeah, true.
This is true.
Yeah. When I feel hurt by a loved one, I often have a strong fight or flight response. I find myself wanting to push this person as far away as possible. Friends, family, romantic, etc.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. That's super true.
You know that I do that really
yeah.
well. I've mastered. If
you
if
invented
you're
ghosting.
Yeah. I do not feel as though I need anything from my romantic partner or loved ones. It can be difficult to conceptualize how others would meet a lot of my needs. What does that even mean?
Can we skip that one? I do not enjoy being out of romantic relationships. I often fear being alone. No, I love being alone.
Like single?
No, I like it. I don't mind.
I've barely seen you single.
No, unfortunately. Well, yeah. I mean,
the day I met you.
No, I know. When I am alone, I love it.
And but alone is different than being without a partner.
Yeah. No, I understand that. I like only dealing with my personality. You know?
All 5 of them.
Yeah, the whole family. If a loved one's behavior hurts me, I will express my feelings and try to understand what caused them to act that way. I'll read it again. If a loved one's behavior hurts me, I will express my feelings and try to understand what caused them to act that way. We can't skip, right?
Wait.
If a loved one's behavior hurts me, I will express my feelings and try to understand what caused them to act that way. See, I already know your answer.
Girl, yes, I will express my damn feelings.
Of course.
But will I try to understand what caused them? No, yes, I would. This is true.
Yeah, this is true.
I need to know.
Yeah, I need to know, like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
What's your fucking problem? Is it because someone stepped on your toe on the train? Or is it because you have a certain way to how you feel about me?
Yeah. I hunger for closeness. Ooh. But I fear the emotional difficulty of it at the same time. Friends, family, and romantic partners.
False. I don't hunger for shit. Only a sandwich.
I'm not afraid of emotions. I do hunger for closeness, and I hunger for emotions, but I'm not afraid to have it or not.
No.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's like sushi or like vegan cheese.
See, I don't hunger for closeness, but I do. It's like I find like it sounds very.
I need intimacy in my life.
Yeah, I like intimacy,
I need
but I also it sounds intense to me. Like
I know these words.
Hunger seems like I don't know what in the.
I love that word actually.
Yeah, I don't know what in the romance novel this means, but I'm gonna say. I mean,
I'm very romantic. My life is very romance novel.
Yeah, but like I don't need a Harlequin situation. Like I just feel like. Can I read this again? I do not like making social plans with others in advance. Oh, that's so me. I often fear being trapped by commitments with other people. This is true. This is true.
That's so you.
Yeah, so
you own this too.
I own this.
You invented this.
Yeah, I don't like making plans. I focus much more on the relationships in my life than I do on myself.
I often feel protective over my space, privacy, and belongings.
True. I do. I really think that, me taking a walk after work, I don't need to like tell people every second of that. You know what I mean? Like
You are very secretive.
Yeah, I am very secretive. I like privacy. I even in my past relationship, people will go through my phone and I'm like, I hope you find something because you shouldn't have done that.
I generally feel invaded when my partner or loved one demand too much physical affection. Too much physical affection.
I mean, if someone's needy, it's a turn off. Like,
but if they're your partner, then you're at that point already.
No, but like if I'm working and the person's like, on my jock and I'm like trying to do work and like they're like, oh my god, you should see this, or like they're doing some sorts, or they whip their dick. I'm like, listen, I'm busy. I'm like fucking I'm trying to sketch here. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff.
It depends who. I've had boys be all over me and I'm like, you're fucking annoying, and I'm
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But like if my man that I have now did that, I'd be like, I'm down. I would prefer to spend most of my free time with my partner if I were to be in a romantic relationship. It would be hard for me to want to do things separately.
That's not true. False, bitch.
I find that my partner or loved ones usually emotionally recover from conflict before I do. For sure.
Yes. True. For me too.
Because they can care less.
Oh yeah. It's like, what's for dinner? But then sometimes like, I could be that way too.
And I'm still like vibrating.
Yeah. Guys are like, I've been in such in previous relationships where they'll say the most vile, awful things to me, and then like want to fuck you like 10 minutes later when like you just called me a cunt. Like you just called me a cunt. Like and now you want to like fuck. And like go out to dinner. Like, no, it doesn't work out that way for me. My body does not do that.
It takes me a little more.
Yeah, I need a minute. And you know what? I think we should break up.
It's just not working out for me.
I deeply fear being abandoned by my partner or a love interest. No, I don't have any fear of that.
Deeply fear no.
No. False. Work. I got my test results.
Oh, I did too.
Okay. Oh.
I'm allegedly secure. 54% secure.
Wait.
You're fearful avoidant.
You knew this.
We knew that. I'm 23% dismissive avoidant. This is very true.
31.
That's your next
one? Yeah, and 25% secure.
Right. That makes sense.
What's your secure?
54% secure.
Yeah. I don't think I answered some of my questions right. I don't think I did.
She says this after every time.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think I did that right. All right, that was cool.
All right, so, okay, let's see.
Can we go out to eat now?
Secure, dismissive, fearful, dismissive.
Fearful, dismissive.
Let's see what that means.
All right. Bye.
Okay, so we got our results back.
And it turns out I'm extra.
Ava's allegedly extra. Well, so okay, the quiz allegedly says that Ava is allegedly NYC. Rest in peace. Fearful avoidant mixed with dismissive avoidant.
Right.
And I am secure mixed with dismissive avoidant.
Okay.
And so we both are allegedly meet at dismissive avoidant, which is emotionally distant and rejecting in an intimate relationship. We keep partners at arm's length.
Which is so not true. That's why I'm wondering if we answered certain things false when it.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's not true.
No, but like I feel like
I could use that as a weapon sometimes, where I'm like, if I feel insecure about something, I'll get distant. You know what I mean? Like I'll be I
guess I do this.
Like,
I'm ready to break up with you right away, and I use that as a weapon as well. I'm like, oh really? Right. Well, we could just end this. I don't need this right now. Like I'm fine. Like I have been very. I think that's an immature way of handling it. But like when I feel like someone's being, their vibe is kind of like off. I'm like, let me know what you want to do, because I'm cool if you want to end this. Right,
and sometimes I think that also comes out of like this insecurity where you think that they are gonna do it first, almost, or like because I've had the same thing. Like I've actually gone through like a bit of a emotional transition. I would like to say, because like at first in the relationship that I'm currently in, I was very anxious, avoidant. Like I would just create that their mood is off, and I would be like, oh, they're not into me. Okay, well then I'm gonna bounce. Like I would look for any reason to like break up with them before I thought they may break up with me.
Of course, it's always on mood for me. Like, oh, if you're gonna be like a moody person, like I'm already done. Shut it down. Like I don't need this energy. We don't need to do this. Right. You know, like we don't have to do this.
Before I like went through therapy and like got on medication to deal with my anxiety, I was very like I wouldn't even communicate about things. I would just like come to terms with what things were within myself and make my own decisions alone, not as a partnership. Like I would
exclude them out of.
I would just say, I need time to think about this and process this for myself. Right. And you know, I think that this is not working for me. Right. And
so it's not a we thing. It's like,
it was always me. And and now I've sort of realized that doesn't work for me, even because that's not what I want in the long run. Like even then I didn't want that. I wanted to resolve things with my partner. Right. But all this attachment style shit was taking over the situation. Like I wasn't even in control of it. Like I was just like,
it took over.
Yeah, so I had to check myself on that, because I was with someone that I really wanted to be with, and I was like, okay, this is not working for my partner. And they're communicating that to me, and it's time for me to listen, and I'm like, I don't want to lose this. And so and I also want to deal with my shit.
Of course. Yeah. And also, like, if there's a person that, if you're going through this and that person doesn't like doesn't have patience for it, they're like, all right, like I can't, like I don't want to deal with this, because I don't even blame them. You know what I mean?
No. You know, because I feel like I'm with a very like secure, maybe dismissive partner. Right. You know, who's very secure, and he wants someone that's independent. He doesn't like clinginess at all. You know, so I think that has helped me too, you know, seeing that he's like that, because at the same time he values his independence, and he allows me to value mine.
Yes, and also that partner, they need to, like, both of you have to have that security, because if it's off balanced and off kiltered, it could really, like, that person be like, oh, you don't care about me. oh, you don't want to hang out. Like, no, I
Right.
just want to do something.
That's how I was in the beginning of this relationship. I was very, and it's funny because it's over the cycle of the same relationship.
Right.
Which thankfully I had a partner who was willing to sort of work through it with me, but to an extent where it was like, okay, we've been through this.
Right.
Now it's time to deal with it, or like, I can't do this because this is not my attachment style.
Of course. Yeah. I think it takes a level of communication, clearly. And
but it's also, I think it's us dealing with ourselves.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the people that we welcome into our lives too.
Yeah.
You know, like I think it, as you mature in every relationship, like family and romantic relationships or whatever, that all kind of, it's just all kind of is attaches to each other.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just one or the other. It kind of does spread throughout, you know?
Yeah. So the fearful avoidant part is allegedly frightened memories of prior traumas, unresolved mindset and emotions, losses from the past have not been mourned or resolved.
No, they just keep on moving on,
like ghosts,
and then
everywhere.
Yeah, and honestly, that's a person that I worry about that person.
Well, this is allegedly you.
That's not me.
This is your fear. This is what the test said you were fearful.
See, I think I did, because I don't feel like I'm that at all, though.
Argumentative, rages, unable to regulate emotions.
No, I don't know what happened there.
Intrusive and frightening traumatic memories and triggers.
I did have that in the beginning of my relationship.
Right.
I did because I was trying to avoid my past mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, of being complacent, like letting someone get away with shit, you know, and being rude, and like I was so aware of not of being too chill and letting shit go. So I was always like picking every battle, you know?
Yeah, because there's a fine line between like protecting yourself, and then like being dismissive and you know, avoidant. Like, so it's like a balance where you're like, you know, okay, we all have our shit. You know, when we meet a new partner, we are coming with our shit.
Oh yeah, I definitely came with my shit in the beginning.
No one comes with a clean slate. Like, because we don't get to deal with that stuff when we're on our own. Because when we're on our own, that's why sometimes in the beginning I was quick to like be like, you know what, goodbye. Because all the drama and all the vulnerability and all that shit, it was like, okay, this is new for me. I haven't been here, and I'm happy alone.
Right.
And so like it's easier to be alone.
Oh, I love being alone. Yeah.
Right, but that's not what I wanted. So it was, but it was always the easy answer. It was like, okay, this is not working. This is dramatic. I'm feeling anxiety. I can't work. I can't function. Like, I want to go back to my single life because that was actually working for me. But the hard part is like bringing all your shit and facing it, because like I said, when we're single, we don't get to face it because it is what it is. I'm only
dealing with one personality, and it's me.
And we don't get triggered.
No, it's easy. Because I think that you know, I know that I sometimes I still have little triggers just because I let things go for so long in previous relationship that I get slightly triggered, and sometimes my partner now is like, where's this coming from? You know, it's just
and that's when you have to like explain.
Then I have to explain. Listen, I'm trying to avoid this.
I think maybe the word explain is not the right word. It's communicate.
Yeah, communicate.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a perfect word. It's best that I communicate and say, listen, I am reacting because it's something like, it's so small to me that I make it into a bigger thing just because it was a big thing at one point, you know, and you know, I'm just trying to I think my communication level has changed dramatically, and I don't want to lose that. So I'm very protective of my communication right now.
Yeah.
So because I was always like shut down, or like we don't have to talk, so I'm like obsessed with talking about things now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what it takes.
Yeah. And sometimes I just have to push it more so than I normally have in my whole existence, but I get triggered, but by my own self sometimes. I trigger my own shit just because
it's all about us.
Yeah, it's all about, it's less of, sometimes it's a lot less than the other person. It's all freaking me, because I'm the one that's triggered. I'm triggering my own history. Like, I think about something I triggered, and I'm like, and then it gets me on edge.
Well, that's when we have to, seek therapy and seek different ways to sort of like, well, not communicate, but to deal with the things that are triggering us. The things that,
of course.
The experiences that we've gone through in the past. We gotta you can't escape those things. They're always gonna be with us. Like, for me, I had the same thing where I had to sit my partner down and be like, listen, I know I seem crazy, but I haven't had an easy-go-lucky life. Especially if you're with a partner who's like a cis hetero male who lives in a world where they get to hop, skip, and jump everywhere freely, and we have to deal with shit from just walking out our house and racism, all misogyny, all that shit,
all of it,
abusive relationships in the past,
of course.
So we definitely come with that shit's gonna always be there, and so we have to. I had to communicate, not explain, communicate. Why I react to things a certain way, while simultaneously dealing with the reasons why I react a certain way to certain triggers. Like, I had to not just communicate it, but communicate it to myself and say, okay, enough is enough. Right. I don't want my past to have a hold on me. No. And it's time to move on. Because I found someone that I actually can finally feel safe with. Right. That I can actually trust emotionally. And also, I love myself. Right. So much more than I did when I was a kid. And of course. I love who I am. I love who I've become. I'm secure in my attachment style to my damn self. You know what I mean? Of course. I love myself, and I know that with or without a partner, I'm okay. Absolutely. But I choose to be with someone that I love. Yeah. And I want to keep an open, communication channel. Yes, always a dialogue. And I feel like I think this has to do with, obviously, with growth and like you said, therapy, or check yourself, basically. Because if you have a pattern of certain behaviors in every relationship and you get the same result, right, we have to start looking at what we're doing wrong. Break the chain. And also the person that you there's might be a personality that's not working for you in relationships. Right. So that's a whole other thing. Personality also may be in your head. Yeah, exactly. That too. Yeah. Or edit. Right, because that's something people. I had to figure out in my life, where I realized, okay, I can't just, at one point in my life, I'm like, men are trash. And it's just well, you're choosing trashy men. And I had to realize, okay, that's a choice. And I had to figure out why I'm making that choice. You know what I mean? That was also attachment style. I learned about all this attachment style shit through therapy and working on myself. So that's how I stumbled upon this. Right. And I also wanted to give a shout out to a YouTuber named New Mind Frame. Okay. Spelled NU space the next word mind frame. Mind Frame. I stumbled upon her YouTube channel, and she schooled me about all this shit, and she's so informative, and she's very candid about her experiences. I like that. She really knows how to break all this shit down. She talks about more than just attachment style. She goes through a lot of mental health issues that especially women and women of color go through. So I like that. What this girl New Mind Frame says at the end of the day, whatever your attachment style is, right, the goal is to love yourself and figure out how to love yourself, and we all want to be the secure attachment style, right? That is the goal. So and the way there is through self-love, and she has a lot of videos on that. There's like, it's just something that we should all be dealing with. Because, you know, like when I do therapy, I don't just end there. Like I go home and then it's like a 24-hour thing. You know, before I go to bed, I watch a video that's just to remind me.
It's nice to give yourself that emotional homework.
At the end of the day, I think love yourself.
Love yourself.
Take the attachment style quiz. Do some reading about attachment styles. I think we all have our shit. We all got to deal with it. And we're all on a journey here. And I think it's time to face our shit and be better people.
Yeah, be better people.
Not only in relationships, but just in general, to our friends, to our family, and to society.
Absolutely. Love each other. Do your mental homework. And be open. Like, open that mind up. You know what? Don't be stubborn about emotions. You know, just open up your mind.
Be honest with yourself. Because that's at the end of the day, no one else really cares.
No.
It's you that you got to go to bed with. It's you that you have to deal with. It's you that, you know, you're going to have to face at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel there's always room for like improvements.
Thank you for tuning in to Bodega Dollz.
Thank you guys.
Like and subscribe. I love the lighting.
Good lighting.
It's good lighting.
Yeah.